So guys, now that you have a little more information on why your union chose to work with us, I'm going to play a quick video that's going to go over the company's culture.
At AIL, giving back is our core philosophy. From the home office staff to our field representatives around the world.
So as you guys can see, we're a company that believes if we're going to be working in a community, we need to consistently be giving back to those same communities. And one of the ways we achieve it, besides the food bank and everything, is through our career opportunities. We're always looking for good talent. We have some decent opportunities available. Anybody that might be out of work, out on their luck, having a tough time of things, or maybe even if they are working and just maybe not really enjoying where they are working and can use a different opportunity. I'm not saying we'll definitely hire them, but anybody you feel could use an opportunity, I'll take their name and their number, and I'll have our HR team reach out to them, and we'll see if it might be a good fit. Do you guys have anybody who comes to mind who can use a potential career opportunity?
My brother-in-law's looking for a job.
Your brother-in-law? And what's his name?
Chris.
Chris. And what's his last name?
Judkins.
Judkins? Okay.
Are there referral
And then-
bonuses?
Just one D in the Judkins.
And then what's his phone number?
978
978
270
270
2612.
2612. Okay, great. Anybody else come to mind at all, Brad?
Not anyone else, no.
So if you could do us a favor, just shoot Chris a message. Met with this guy from a benefits company. They said they had some career opportunities. Thought you might be a good fit for it. And then I'm going to be reaching out, or we'll have our HR reach out. If things seem like it might be a good fit for each other, we'll definitely set them up and bring them in. And worst case scenario, we leave friends.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. And then, guys, did you see in the video the part about the food bank?
Yes.
So all of our offices, we have over 300 offices, we all maintain food banks at every office. And so if any workers are either out of work or just really struggling, or, National Grid right now is on a lockout, but anytime anybody's, kind of having a tough go at things, what we do is, just 1 second, guys. We'll actually deliver food right to them, no paperwork, no nothing, no red tape, week or so worth, just to help them get by till they get back on their feet.
Okay.
Just so I don't forget, do you guys have a non-perishable item you might be able to donate so we can add to the food bank?
I think we have some canned vegetables.
Would you mind grabbing it now, just so I don't forget about it? All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. So, guys, the first part of your program is your accidental death and dismemberment certificate. I'm going to play a quick video. It just explains how it works for all the members.
We see the headlines every day. Drunk.
Okay. All right, and so Brandon, this is a copy of your policy and your certificate. If we can just verify, so we have Jamie, Jamie down. Judd is your beneficiary. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a digital copy so you can keep it for your records. And do you prefer? Would you prefer a text or an email?
Text works.
All right, cool. And what was the number again?
978 457 5938.
All right, great. Awesome. Now, the next part of your program, guys, is your health service discount card. I'm going to play another quick video so you can see how that works for all the members.
Want to drive down the cost of health services?
Okay.
Of course you do. And we can help.
And so this here, guys, as you saw in the video, this is your actual health service discount card. So as the video explained, there's a basic plan that you get at no cost as a thank you for being a member. And then you have the gold plan. Anybody in the house wear any glasses at all? No? The prescription plan is awesome for families with kids because that includes not only things that might not be covered under insurance, but you also have access to, basic Tylenol and, Advil and all those things you might ever need through there, which I know as a father of two, we go through a decent amount. And so there's phenomenal discounts on that. The biggest benefit I would say you guys are going to get out of this thing, we get tremendous feedback from all of our families, is in the Gold program. That's where the dental is. So the Gold plan it's a $25 processing fee. The plan itself is $499 that you get at no cost as a thank you gift, for your membership with the union. The processing fee just helps us, keep the plan, keep it at no cost, and that just takes care of like the mailing and all that good stuff, the printing. But the dental plan for you guys, Brandon, I've personally used it. You'll see here, you'll get as much as 50% off all dentistry. So you can still use your dental insurance, but that typically only covers up to like $1,500 of dentistry a year. Have you ever had a root canal? No, or braces for the kids yet?
No, they're probably getting to that age.
So braces are like $3,000, and they're not covered under insurance because they're cosmetic, right? So we've seen a ton of families using it for braces, saving $1,000, $1,500 plus dollars. So I would imagine if you can keep, $1,000 in your pocket as opposed to giving it to an orthodontist, you could probably do some pretty cool stuff with that. So for that, just get this filled out. If you absolutely want it, you could fill it out now, and I'll bring it back to the office and get it processed for you. But can you see how valuable that would be?
Yes.
Absolutely. So I'm going to put this in your pile right here so you and Jamie can go through that when I'm gone. Now, the next part of your program is your child safety ID program. I'm going to show you one last quick video that's going to explain how that works for all the members.
You've had that feeling. You took your eyes off your child for just a moment to answer a phone. Then you couldn't find them. Your stomach sank.
Okay, guys. So, the child safety ID kit itself, and I'll make sure I leave two of these, one for Cam, one for Kayla. But as you saw in the video, I'll just walk you through it real quick so you know where everything is. The video does a really good job, kind of introducing it. So on the front, again, who it belongs to. So again, I'll give you one for each. When you complete it on. If you can get it done tonight, a lot of times I see families just never even fill it out. And we've gotten phone calls, unfortunately. I mean, these are better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it done. Make sense? So inside, again, all the basic vital information and all the stuff it went over. Anything that's going to change, just make sure you use a pencil for that, and you can update it every quarter, every 6 months, whatever you'd like. Again, a picture, we recommend, adding a new photo every 6 months, whether it's, Christmas photos and then school photos or whatever it might be, and then put the new photo right on top of the old one. So again, if you ever did have to get this to the police, they have a series of, the progressions of both Cameron and Kayla. In the middle here, any physical description. So if they have any scars or birthmarks, anything that's unique to either one of them, just mark it and then describe what it is right here. DNA sample, let them know. It's going to hurt for a second, but pull the hair. Make sure you get the root, with the white and the fog. That's where all the actual DNA and stuff is in the oil there, and then just tape it right there. That is crucial for authorities to have. And then the fingerprints. So we have the strip here. Just get all their fingerprints down, and that is, again, if, I'm sure you can imagine if you guys were at some kind of, seafood festival in Newburyport, whatever it might be, and, you turn around and Cameron was gone. He's probably just fooling around or whatever. But if like 10, 15, 20 minutes goes by, you can only imagine how you'd feel. And so having, again, the fingerprints instead of the authorities having to kind of, scour the area and that. I mean, how many fingerprints are at a playground in Newburyport? Hundreds of thousands. And that way, again, should anything ever happen, you have this on you. You know, keep it in your glove compartment. Jamie, you can keep one in your purse whenever you guys go anywhere outside the house. And then other than that, keep it in the house. But if one of the kids, again, if you did have a scare where 10, 15 minutes goes by and you had to get authorities involved, can you see how valuable this would be as opposed to answering like 30 minutes worth of questioning while your kid's missing? You know? So I'll put this here as well and make sure you get that filled out tonight. Now, guys, as you saw in the video, one of the largest unions we work with is the International Union of Police Associations, as well as the teachers' union you saw. We're on a mission with them. We want to get this into the house of as many families with children as possible. You know, not just in Burlington, but in New England. You know, logistically, it's nearly impossible for us to do that as far as just going out and handing them and, you know, going to festivals and things like that we do. So what we do is every member we sit with, we simply ask if we can have, you know, the privilege of having you guys join us. Anybody at all that you know has a child, you know, we simply say, let's get them sponsored. Let's make sure we get one of these into their home. And it literally, it's an opportunity for us to save a child's life, you know. But let me ask you guys, you know, Brandon, who's one person that you do know with a child?
Well, my brother-in-law, who I mentioned earlier, has 2 kids as well.
Okay, was it Chris?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so I'm sure, you know, what are his kids' names?
Avery and Cora.
Avery and Cora, and they're are they in the area or?
Yeah, they're in Merrimack as well.
They're in Merrimack. You know, so if Avery or Cora, you know, Chris was with them, took them to the Lowell Spinners, you know, pretty good time for families over there. But if something had happened where Avery or Cora went missing and Chris had to get, you know, security or authorities involved, and he was able to just have this to just give to them rather than deal with the head spin of asking, you know, 30 questions. 20/20 hindsight, do you think he'd be calling saying, hey man, I actually had to use that kit today? They're fine, but you know, it was really helpful. Like 20/20 hindsight, do you think he'd find a lot of value in having this on his person?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's definitely get him sponsored. Again, these are, as I said, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Let's get him down for this. And what I'd ask you to do, Brandon, same thing. If you can just go ahead, I'm going to send you a text message. If you can send Chris the message, it just gives him a heads up about things so he's not totally freaked out, you know, about somebody calling about his kids. Fair, is this, you know, make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. So let's get him down. All right, and so it's Chris Judkin. Okay. And then who's the next person you know would really appreciate and value having this if their child went missing?
That's the only one I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. You know, I've had a couple other members who kind of had, you know, writer's block. What you could do, you have your cell phone on you?
Yes.
Grab your cell phone real quick. And if you go to your contacts and just start in the A's, again, we're just really passionate about this. It's crucial. Scroll through your A's real quick. Anybody come up that you're like, oh, you know what? They have a kid.
No, but in the B's, one of my friends.
Somebody in the B's?
Yes.
Okay. And who's that?
Mark Bailey.
Mark Bailey. All right, great. All right, so we'll get Mark down. Again, if you could send him that message as well. And then who's another person you believe would value it if their child went missing?
Oh, Jed Oakline also has kids.
Awesome. Let's get them down. Okay, great. All right, guys. The next thing, I'm going to play one last quick video again. It just it goes over our general sponsorship for the accidental death and dismemberment and the service card, just so you understand how that works as well.
Due to the value, overwhelming need, and
Okay. So as you saw in the video there, besides the child safe, which is, you know, one of our primary mission, when it comes to the accidental death and dismemberment, you actually are allowed to distribute up to $20,000 of insurance money to people you feel, you know, could use it. So anybody, you could either do $4,000 to 5 people or $2,000 a piece to 10 people. But anybody that you know who, if they didn't make it home today because of an accident on 495 or whatever, If you think getting $4,000 to help with upfront expenses and stuff would be helpful for the family, we definitely want to do that for them and get them down.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody immediately come to mind for that?
The same folks that
The same folks?
Yeah.
All right, so let me make a note on there. So we'll get that to those same folks who sponsored for the Child Safe.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, guys. Well, what we're going to do now is just examine the different types of coverages people obtain at certain stages of their life. We'll go from there.